Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to your third live hour today here at Live Shopping at Highlight Crafts. I want to give you a big warm welcome to the lovely Amanda.
Hello, everybody.
Who's going to be sharing with us plenty of inspiration and demonstrations throughout this show. Of course, it is 10 a.m, so we're here till 11 a.m. today. And we're going to be taking you through a brand new launch of some SVG files. We've also got the lovely Amber on cameras as well. Give us a wave, Amber. And we've also got the lovely Lauren as well, producing in the corner as well, taking us through this next hour. We're going to have a cracking show. There's loads to share with you. We've got cadence at exceptional prices. We've got brand new stencils for you at irresistible prices as well. So there's loads to share with you. Basically, everything that you need. Now, at the start of the week, you saw an incredible deal with myself and Mel. We took you through the day. I think we had about 4 shows with it, sharing with you never seen before price on your scan and cut. Now, that means there's a lot of you at home with a scan and cut on the way. This is your opportunity as a brand new scan and cut user, as a brand new proud owner of a scan and cut, to be able to then download some brand new SVG files to have at your fingertips to start crafting as soon as your machine arrives through the door, which may be today or even tomorrow, who knows when. It's going to be there in a couple of days. How exciting.
Really
exciting.
exciting.
Before we get into it, do you want to share with everyone how to shop? You're really good
I
at
will.
that bit.
Absolutely, I will. So, of course, you'll be watching us live at the moment. You can watch us on YouTube, which is fabulous. So you've got the widescreen on your TV. Maybe you're using your app on your smart television. However, to shop with us, you need to be shopping on your devices. And to do that, you need to be with us on Facebook or Instagram. And then, of course, you can shop with us on our website. Now, on our website, it's super easy. Along the bottom, click what you want to put in your basket. It drops in your basket straight away. Little basket will tab up how many the items are in there. At the end of the show, click on the icon. It opens up, you log in and check out. But for all of your other pieces, such as your social media shopping, you need to type in shop and then the code that we give you. So the very first one is shop bundle. Type that into the comments below. Really easy. You will then get a notification to your inbox to say thank you very much. In there will be a link. Open that message, click the link, it takes you to your shopping basket, again on our website. Log in and check out. It is so easy.
It's so easy. It's as simple as that, of course. It is an incredible process to be part of. Of course, it's a brand new social way of shopping. So with all of that said, let's get into what are the incredible brand new products and bundles for you and the incredible prices that go with them. So, to start off the show, we have a brand new selection, all new, never seen before SVG files for you to use for stencils, for paper piecing, the whole lot. Amanda's going to take you through some incredible inspiration with these. This here is 10 brand new stencils. Of course, you can size these to whatever suits you. It's shop bundle for all 10 of them, and it is just £30. That there is the price that you're paying. So as a club member, you're paying only £27. You're going to get your 10% off that one. You're saving £10 already by going for the bundle. But have a look at this. In here, you've got your wonderful flourishes, these fabulous borders.
Yeah.
You've also got 2 bonus ones inside going for the bundle as well. You've also got this fabulous driver here, which would look great for all of your message cards. And you've got the dog himself. Those are 2 added bonuses that you only get with the bundle. You can see here all of these wonderful designs that we're going to go through in detail. You can get them individually, but by going for them as a bundle is the best way by far to get them. So it's shop bundle, the £30.
It is, absolutely. And I love these because this, again, it's been cleverly put together that it's cross-pollinates everything. So maybe it's your card making, which it absolutely can do that. But then to me, you remember the door plaques that you used to have where you put your finger marks and things?
Oh, like as a plate on the door?
Plate,
yeah,
plate.
push plate, yeah.
So all of these are then added bonuses. Maybe you're going to do this and do it on Mylar that wrap around and you can use your etching cream with that. Would be brilliant. Make frames, which I've already done, your mandalas. So this isn't just paper crafting, it is everything.
That is amazing. They are so detailed, but this is a perfect stepping stone to take you into your SVG journey. Now, of course, we share with you many different shows of varieties with many different demonstrators as well on how you can utilize SVG files within your crafting alongside your brother scan and cut, and how much of an advantage they are, of course, in addition to already the content you get on your machine. You're getting here 10 SVG stencils, 10 SVG cutting files. which again you could use as a drawing file.
You can.
You could draw with these, of course.
We're going to do that at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, make sure to stay here for the 6 p.m. show because that's going to be happening. But again, you're getting all 10 of these, plus 2 bonus stencils of your dog and, of course, your driver just down here on his scooter
Beep, beep.
for just £30.
I think that's phenomenal.
What are you gonna put on
Absolutely
here?
phenomenal.
Is it going to be that the top there, you're going to have flowers coming out of it?
Oh.
Been delivering a present. Absolutely anything would be great for the younger cards as well. But I love that here you've got a real eclectic mix of contemporary, traditional, Victoriana, stylized, mandala, all of it.
A little bit of folk.
Yes, a little bit of folk art as well. Love the florals and the birds in there too. Now, of course, as you're looking at this, you may think, well, actually, I kind of want to go for a couple of those. You can actually cherry pick them and make up your own bundles because for each one of these, you can shop individually for them. Of course, excluding your bonus one, you can get them all individually for just £5. Now, if you want to go, of course, for your poppy, for example, it's Shop Poppy and it's just £5. You've also got your rose, which is Shop Rose as well. So you can get the rose individually on its own for just £5. You've also got Shop Decorative, and your decorative one, is that one that's just here? Is it this one or is it this one here?
This one.
This one here. That there is Shop Decorative for you, and that is also just £5. You've got your mandala as well, which is Shop Mandala. You've then also got Shop Border, and of course that then will get you your border ones. All of the individual prices you will see here on your screen as well, along with the shop codes to get a hold of these and download them. You've also got Shop Embellishment as well. Now, Shop Embellishment, also a fabulous one to go for. This one here for you is your Shop Embellishment right there. It is a beautiful one at just £5. You've also got Shop Fairy. It is a wonderful one. You can break these down into individual elements as well. And of course, you've got Shop Love to take you through the entire collection. Now, of course, you might be noticing there that we've not mentioned about the dog and the driver. They are only included within your bundle. So to get the entire 10 set together with that saving and value for money, go for the bundle, Shop Bundle for just £30.
Because it is. You're going to get your 2 bonus SVGs,
Yes.
cutting files, which is your dog and that fabulous little scooter driver, which is wonderful. And then also that's where you get your biggest saving.
Absolutely. So, of course, when we're talking of SVG files and stencils, the cutting mediums that you actually put through all of your paints, your gessos, your glitter, your sparkle mediums, all that sort of stuff is very imperative and also very important. We have some of that on the show for you as well today. And it's your Mylar. Now, we absolutely love this stuff, don't we? So this here for you is your 12 by 12 Mylar, okay? This here for you is Shop Mylar, M-Y-L-A-R, and it's just £12.99. That is brilliant. You get, is it 10 sheets inside here you're getting?
I think so.
Oh, that's amazing. 10 12 by 12 sheets that you're getting inside this pack for you. A very generous amount of Mylar to work with.
Absolutely.
So you could be cutting multiples of these on each one.
Yes, yeah. So if you're only doing 6 by 6 stencils, you've got lots to work with here because obviously you just scale them down or scale them up. Like one of the pieces, let me just grab it so I can just share it with you. So one of them, elements, I turned, so one of them that is the frame. So here, this one, I singled it out on its own and then I've made it into a frame like this just by grouping it all together and rotating it, and now I've made myself a really nice big 12 by 12 stencil that can now go onto a wall.
Look at that, that's fabulous.
Okay, so I now can paste through that, whatever I want, maybe gold or whatever, onto a piece of furniture, upcycling and things like that. It is brilliant, but the versatility of having it 12 by 12, so I've now made that bigger, or I could make a little tiny one. It's entirely up to you.
Fabulous. So, of course, if you want to go for your Mylar, which, of course, you're going to want to do because you want to make your stencils.
You are.
This, you see Mel, you see the team using this all the time. It is a fabulous product that we've managed to get hold of here within our Craftmaster range. That is Shop Mylar, and it is £12.99.
And I do know Mel, bless her, did an awful lot of testing to get the right one.
Oh, absolutely.
That we absolutely like lots and lots of testing to make sure that we're bringing you the best quality that works with our machine. And obviously the machine is on the show, so we'll come to that in a moment. But yes, shop Mylar 12.
There is also plenty of free education on the Highlight Crafts YouTube channel where Mel goes through with you your blade depths, your pressures, all of the correct amounts and parameters to use within your Mylar on your cutting machines, okay? Really popular for your Mylar. But we're going to have a look at some mediums that you actually are going to put through these. Yeah? Okay, let's look. So, the Style Matte paints.
I love this.
Shop paint, $12.99. You're saving $12.97. You're pretty much getting these for half price, bar a few pence, which is incredible value for money.
It is. One of the reasons I love the Style Matte, it's just like having when you have shiny glossy cardstock and uncoated cardstock.
Okay.
This is the uncoated cardstock version for me because it isn't shiny, okay? Can use all the other mediums on top of it if you want to, but again, I like adding, this Style Matte is to me, is like adding my inks and things to my cardstock, but in a paint format. But also, it's not just a paint format. I can mix it with other elements to then build on what I want to work with it. So if you want to make it shiny, you absolutely can. But I love the matte version of this to work with my cardstock.
Definitely. So these here are 4 120ml bottles, okay? You're getting a very large quantity of paint right here for you. You're in fact getting, is it 460 mils of 480 mils of your paint here. So a lot of paint to work with, almost half a litre of paint in your Style Mattes with the wonderful mulberry purple. You've also got in there that wonderful sort of chocolate brown colour. You've got your ashy rose, and then as well you've got that wonderful lilac tone. So a really tonal set to go together alongside your stencils. This is a brilliant superior matte paint. It's the mattest paint Cadence formulated, so it gives you a flat coat, even coverage, thick pigment, and it's one coat as well. So pottery, metalworks, glassworks, ceramics, the lot, polystyrene, you name it, it will cover and give you a porcelain finish.
Love this, absolutely love it. We have other colourways, but I just want to quickly go through some of these mediums because I know there's not masses of stock in some of these, is there?
No. So when you're talking about these mediums, we've got gesso on the show as well, which is almost a catalyst, if you like, when we talk about all of these. So for your gesso, it is shop gesso, and for the pair of them, it's a duo. So you're going to get the black and the white, so 300 mils in total, 2 150 tins. That there for you is just £11.99.
Can't believe that.
Immense value for money, that.
Isn't
I love
it?
this stuff. It's incredible.
Yes. I love, I've used lots of gessos from lots of different brands, and I do like them all, but there's none other that compare to the gesso from Cadence because it is so thick. Gesso usually is a substrate that takes everything back to one colour, okay? And it's a key to work on top of.
Absolutely.
Okay? So it's like a primer, let's say. This, it's that thick, you can actually use it as a paste. It is beautiful. So one, it covers really, really easily. And then two, adding it into all your other colours to create a paste is fabulous because it is also matte.
It is indeed, of course. It's incredibly matte. It's got chalk in it. It's got marble dust in it. It makes it very, very fine, creamy. It spreads evenly.
It's heavy.
Oh, you can feel the weight of it. You can feel
it is heavy.
How heavy this is. And of course, as you mentioned, we've added the matte paints on the show because adding just a smidge of this to your gesso, decanted out onto a mixing mat or a palette paper, you can create your very own texture pastes of any colour that you wish. Of course, you can introduce some of the black to make it darker, but then your paint isn't just a paint, it's a medium maker.
It is.
Which is fabulous.
It's just amazing. Love the next one.
Okay.
Absolutely adore this one. This is your restructure paste.
Absolutely. So your restructure paste is shop paste. It's $10.99. It's more of a heavy-bodied medium opposed to your gesso. It's very, very smooth, okay? So you don't get a graining with this one, but it's great for going into your molds, for repairs as well, such as furniture repairs. So if you've got damaged wooden items, it's great as a filler, but it also, you can introduce acrylic paints into this too, because it will allow you to take upon that satin eggshell finish as well.
It's quite flexible, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it will flex as well. So of course, if it's a rigid surface with a bit of flex, it won't crack on appearance. It will dry solid though, so you can actually go on top of this with your foiling, all of that sort of stuff, and it's 150 mils.
Lovely. It's one of my favourites. And then, of course, little magpie that I am, I had to bring you some shiny. So we've got our crystal paste.
I saw you running around the warehouse yesterday.
Going, oh!
David, I want this on my show. You definitely want that on your show.
So we've brought you some crystal, bit of shiny. And again, all the mediums that we're talking about, i.e. the paints, the style mats, will then work with this. So we've got you a crystal paste that is more of a clear one. So now you can colour it with all of your style mats. Which is just brilliant. I love this stuff.
Well, what this actually is, you might be thinking crystal paste, okay, so is it sparkly, is it shiny, what is it? This is actually a clear binded medium, so it sets translucent. What you've actually got here is a medium that almost looks white on appearance, but it's got hundreds of thousands of small polymer crystals inside here, okay, so small spherical elements, thousands of them packed together, but all held together by a clear binder. So when you paint with it, paste with it through a stencil, it will put all of that texture, all of that graining through and then dry completely transparent, which means you can tint it. You can then get your gilding waxes over the top of it. It's brilliant. It looks wonderful on glassware for frosted glass as well.
Yeah, it does. It works fabulous. I love that. And then the next one is our glitter. So again, this is a glitter paste. And like I say, we needed to bring you a little bit shiny.
I know. This is amazing stuff. I absolutely love this to bits.
So look at that. Again, it's suspended within the medium and you can still, you know, colour it as well, which I just love this.
It's, of course, your silver glitter paste. That there is your 150ml tub. It's shop glitter and it's just £9.99 today. I just want to mention as well, though, with a lot of these, especially this one, when the stock is gone, it's gone, okay? Limited stocks on these. What we've got on the show is what we have for you today, and there's not many at all. Yep. This is fabulous stuff. It sets rock solid. You can still use it on a flexed surface, though. You can use it on fabric as well, but you just don't want to machine wash it. It goes on pretty much everything, and again, dries clear, but leaves the glitter behind, and it doesn't shed.
So again, your mediums, mix them all together, which is lovely. I love the fact that you can do that. Then we're bringing you 2 different bundles of the Style Mat. Again, love this colourway. I just adore this. Style Mat is actually one of my favourites because of the texture that it gives you.
Oh, me as well. It is a fabulous paint to work with. Now, here you've got your wonderful nautical tones. This here is Shop Ocean for you. It's just £12.99. Again, pretty much half price saving on this one. These are brilliant value for money. These Style Mat paints, very large quantity, but this one here is the only bundle you will find, of course, your black and also your white. These are 2 incredible ones to get hold of. If any, you want to be shopping these because it has the black and white in there. You do also have the purple. Fabulous variety of colours there for you to work with.
Love that. Absolutely love it. I can't wait.
Well, we're going to get there
playing.
soon. We're almost there. We're almost
Absolutely. And then the last one of the paint bundles is the one at the front. And again, spring.
Spring's round the corner.
It
Shop
is.
Spring, okay, is your code to get hold of this one. You've got your greens, your neutrals, your buttermilk yellows and your apricots in here. It is just £12.99 for Shop Spring. Again, 4 tubs of the 120. Very generous in portions of paint there from Cadence, and a superior one at that to work with. So make sure, of course, you're picking which ones are suited to your projects, or, of course, get them whilst we've got them, because the Style Mat paints, again, whilst we've got them on these shows this week, that's the rest of the stock. There is no more, okay?
No, that's it. Again, this is why we like doing the shows, because we can bring you the deals while we've got them, okay?
Absolutely.
So get them while they're here, because they change daily.
Because we've been making room for new stuff, and talking of new stuff, a little bit of a shameless plug, on Saturday is the launch of a brand new metallic paint from Cadence. I'm so excited. I've already painted something in each colour.
We love it.
Can't wait to show you. I'm obsessed with it. It's the nicest. You know what? It beats any metallic paint from Cadence I've worked with yet. They all have their place, but this is my favourite.
Yeah, he's like waffled about this quite a lot when he's been painting with it. It's quite, and we all love it.
If it's not bolted down at the minute, it's painted.
It's painted, but they are beautiful colours as well.
Crazy. So watch out for Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, so we then have for you a product which I see you using this, Mel using it, the whole team using this on a regular basis, both of them independently, but both of them together.
Yes.
This here is your Cadence Cut and Use Foam bundle, but also your Pinflex stencil glue comes with it. You've got an incredible price of just £10.99 on this one. It almost and quite literally has been selling out throughout the week. We managed to rebundle and get some more of them together for you. But this is the perfect collaboration, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. So Retacking your mat, what we talk about Pinflair stencil glue. The lovely Mel that is all about Brother, she talks to Brother regularly with regards to education and things like that. And obviously with the mats, getting a mat that works across all genres in every single way is quite difficult, as in the tack. So she spoke to the lovely Christine from Pinflair, who has had 30 plus years in the industry with regards to glue formulation and everything. So they really do know what they're talking about, and asked, do you have a product that I could retack the mats with? So she said yes. Mel had a go with it. She went to Brother and said, can we please have this to retack our mats? And they said yes. Okay, so this is the only glue that Brother actually say that you can retack your mats with. Now, there's lots of education on our YouTube that the lovely Mel has done for you. So if you're thinking, well, how do I do that? Go onto our YouTube, Highlight Crafts YouTube, click on all the scan and cut items, and you will be able to search retacking your mat, and Mel will show you how to do it properly so there's nothing wrong with your machine.
Brilliant. Okay, so you've got all of that to look forward to as well. And to get that bundle, it's just shop foam and it's £10.99.
It is brilliant.
Okay, so should we have a little look at it all? Okay.
Yes, please.
As well, Amanda is going to be using the bundle of stencils within her demonstrations today. If you've not yet already gone for it, or maybe you have just joined us, good morning. It's lovely to have your company today. It is shop bundle for just £30 to get hold of all 10 of these stencils. Of course, you've got your bonus dog, and of course your image down here of the gentleman on the scooter included within the bundle, and the bundle only. It is just £30 for you today for brand new, never seen before SVGs.
It is fabulous, and I love that you do get those two little added in bonuses, and the fact that it's very eclectic mix that we've given you on the stencils this time, which is lovely. So it's from, you know, your card making right the way through, but just because they're stencils doesn't mean they've got to be stencils, okay? So we have gone, I've turned them into cards. So I've used them as the negative and positive, which again, you can do this really easily with your stencils. So that is the stencil cut out, and I've used it negative and positive just as it is. But because we've got the scan and cut, we can resize them. So then I made an additional one. So this one is on foam, so it's lifted up, so it's got more of a shadow. This one I've glued down flat, but as you can see, it's smaller and it's flipped, so it's the reverse of itself. So again, versatility working with your project. So they are stencils, but they're also card blanks as well. And my lovely craft club later on today are going to be using these, just so you know, because I know a lot of you will be watching. Then turning them into, I've already shown you this, using the Mylar, creating a stencil with a frame, really easy to do, and then just cutting them out singularly just as they are. But as you can see for this one, I've cut it out of cardstock.
Oh, you have.
But I will be using this in a different way. So first of all, how do we use this and what is on here? Okay. So this is our fabulous scan and cut. This is our XDS at 1200. This is actually my machine.
It is yours indeed.
It is very much mine. So in here, I've actually got all my data on my USB. So I'm going to retrieve data into my USB. And then they come up as single files. So each one is numbered. Just open it up. That's the poppy. And as you can see on the poppy, you have got that outside border on there as well. But I just want to take you through number 2. Is that beautiful rose. But on here you can see you've got 2 different elements, okay? You've got the rose head and then the rose itself. Then it is that mandala. I love that with the floral in the middle. Is so gorgeous. Nice. Now imagine cutting that out of multicolour ways, paper piecing it back in. Ooh. Cut it out of...
all the cardstocks we've sold this week of the Consortium Brights, if you got those, that would look amazing with that.
It would, yes. Or even cut it out of... You can have printed acetate.
Yes.
Do block printing. Ooh. So your pinks, your reds, your greens in printed acetate, okay? Then cut it out and paper piece it back in. Yeah. And it makes a window.
Wow, that sounds nice.
Okay, so that would be beautiful. Again, paper piecing, everything else that you want to do with it. Remember, you can draw these as well, and I'm going to do that later on because I think it's fabulous. Then number 4, of course, is that beautiful mandala, which is stunning. So you can have one piece of acetate behind it and colour it, the acetate with the alcohol markers,
yeah, that'd look good.
which would look beautiful. And then again, have we done, these are your borders. So on here, you've actually got 3 elements there, which I will show you. I'm going to pop that onto the mat. You've got your first piece, you've got your second piece here, and then you've got your actual frame. So you can get rid of your frame. So each element is on its own to use individually. So you haven't got to use it all together. Okay, let's just go back in. Da-da. And then number 6 is, again, one of the other ones that is a plate. So you don't have to cut them both out together. You can use them individually. And then number 7 is that lovely, I love her, the fairy. But so again, beautiful. Print them, use them individually. Use just the flower, the dandelion on its own. Just because they're there together as one piece, you can do them, cut them individually. And then, was that number 8? There, your lovebirds. Wow. I love this. So anything that is, maybe you've got a wedding coming up. So this is now your toppers, your stationery, your cards. This is your... the first one that you send out, say that you're invited. And
oh, an invitation.
No.
A save your date.
Thank you. It's your save
Sorry,
the date.
I've not got married before.
So it's your save your date, it's your invitation, it's the toppers, it's your stylized elements, that it's your place settings.
These just look wonderful for your home decor, like around your home. These are wonderful.
And then, of course, it's Valentine. So that could be your Valentine card, okay, which is just lovely. And remember, you can resize all these. And then we're now going to get into doo-doo.
Let's have a look.
Our bonus. Beep beep.
Bonus ones. This would be brilliant. I like the sound effects, Amanda. Do they come with it?
No.
When you ever download, you'll have a voice note from Amanda.
Beep beep. I love him. And then obviously we've got the dog. Now the dog is one of my favourites because I'm going to say yes and set that on.
Is he sleeping under a blanket?
He's under a blanket.
Wow.
Let me just bring him this way. And I'm going to rotate him round because he's on his side and we want to actually be able to see him. So I'm just going to rotate him. 90. There we are. Now we can see him. Look. Isn't he adorable?
He's super cute.
Again, paper piecing. So if you cut it out, you can then piece the blanket in.
Yeah.
And do it. If you've got this particular dog, you can then do it liver and tan or whatever colour and then paper piece it all back in. But maybe they've got a favourite blanket that is blue, red, green, whatever. Stylise it and make it personal for somebody, which I think is super cute.
I think these as well are just great for you to get on your Scan and Cut journey. They're a really cost-effective bundle.
They are.
With some wonderful details in there.
So I just love working with stencils. I love working with the Scan and Cut and the versatility that it gives me. So I'm now going to go into the poppy. Now, one of the things that you need to know is when you're working with your Mylar, make sure you have a newly tacked mat. And remember, go onto YouTube. Mel has got instructions on there how to then retack your mat. But I would definitely be buying that particular retack. So is it shop foam for your foam and your stencil glue every time, because it is just one of those things that you're going to need, okay?
Yes, to get hold of this, it's shop foam. It's just £10.99. You're also going to want to add this to your basket, not just for this, but also for painting, for inking, for blending, because once you've actually cut your stencils, you've then got an applicator to put your paste through it.
It's just brilliant.
It kind of covers all bases.
It does cover all bases. So I've got a newly tacked mat. I've put my 12 piece of Mylar on there. I'm going to put the actual mat up to the rollers like this and press load mat. It's then going to take that off me. Now, on the mat, you can see these little notifications, these little pieces. That's now telling it what mat is in there. That's why it takes in, it reads those icons so it knows what it's cutting onto. So I'm going to press OK and set that on my mat. And it actually gives you an inside and an outside edge. So I don't want the box, I just want the actual poppy. So I'm going to go into Edit, delete the box because I just want the poppy piece. And I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger because I can. So let's go into Object Edit, go into the resizing, and I'm not going to split the what they call the height from the width. They call it aspect ratio. I'm just going to make it a wee bit bigger, okay? Bring it across here. And this is why we're giving you 12 by 12 the stencil, the Mylar, because you've got more room to be able to create with this. Now, if I wanted to, I can now add one of the frames, you know, one of the panels, and fill in this piece at this side. But because I know I can cut this off and then recut, and there's no waste. So I'm going to press OK. Now, when we get through, all the way through to cut, keep going. Please select cut. At this point, if you go into your tools, here you need your cut amount, and your cut amount needs to go all the way down to 0.5 mil. That way it will cut it in one pass, okay? So I've already done that. Press OK, start, and now it's going to cut. Now it suggests it's 4 minutes. It always rounds it up. It might be 3 minutes and 1 second. It will always round it up to that next point, which is brilliant because now you know how long. It's already dropped down to 3 minutes because you know how long it's going to cut. It's doing at the moment, because the SDX has got the auto blade, it's drilling down into the material so it knows what it's cutting. It's measuring it, okay, which again is brilliant. So easy to use. Well, while that is doing that, I can get my stuff out to play with.
Okay. So whilst you're doing that, Amanda, we've had some wonderful comments in as well. So thank you. Keep those coming. It is wonderful to hear from you, as always. A lot of you talking about the weather as well. Apparently we're having snow in places this weekend.
What?
I know. Daffodils are just starting to show the face. What's going on?
I've not ordered that. That's not me.
Me as well. There's a receipt that comes with it. Amanda Connolly, good morning, Amanda, says, I used the matte green to make some cutout leaves freestyle. Once it dries, I then use the aqua gloss, and they look amazing.
Wow.
That's a cracking idea. Thank you for
Love
sharing
that
that one. We've also had Bridget Shepherd. Good morning, Bridget. Bridget says, I bought the new metallic paint set from Stephanie's last show. I know which one you're talking about. They were the first release of what is yet to come. I painted my nails at the weekend with the dark green / bronze colour, and it matched my outfit. I had people asking where I got nail varnish. It's brilliant. Do you know what? That's a cracking idea, and thank you so much for sharing that. In lockdown, I painted my mum's nails with my Dora metallics from Cadence. She loved them. She didn't get to go anywhere, but they look great in the house. So, Bridget, thank you so much for sharing that. That is wonderful. And yes, that set of paints that you bought, Bridget, was the first release of course, the new library of metallics from Cadence. And the set that we've got coming out at the weekend is, of course, the middle of the release, and then we've got a final release as well. So it's a 3-part, it's a trilogy of the Cadence metallics. And you know what? They're immense. I love them to bits. I've never worked with anything like them. I'm so glad we've got them for you. And I've already been painting tons. You'll see a little video coming out this week of those. Oh. We've got loads of you showing as well what you're up to. Let us know what you're crafting with today as well. Maybe if it is bad weather where you are. I've seen a lot of rainy comments. Mitch says, we had you a bad storm Friday with 95-mile-per-hour winds. Better bolt down that patio set. Oh my goodness, that's windy.
A little bit. A little bit.
I mean,
hold on to your dogs as well when you take them out for a walk. My word.
That's almost as fast as you're driving, Amanda.
Shut up. My car doesn't go that fast.
No, it's limited at 25.
I've got a roller skate.
Of course, thank you so much for sharing your comments. This is cutting out pretty quickly, this.
It is, yeah, love it. So, we do have the scan and cut on the show.
We do, of
and
course.
It is incredible. Now, the bundle this time has changed. It does include your education bundle as well with this, and it is a download. So it's not a USB. You download the education. So if you go for the scan and cut with this one, the education comes before it. So you download it and you can be learning about your scan and cut before it arrives. So do you want to tell them?
Of course, I shall share indeed. So it is Shop Machine to get hold of your Brother Scan and Cut SDX 1200. Today it is £499. You're saving £131.99. Cracking saving on that one there for you, of course, with, of course, your club discount, which is brilliant.
It is brilliant, yeah.
And of course, you're going to get your education in there from the lovely Mel. There's loads of videos. We're constantly sharing new techniques. Also, on the 3rd of February, Mel is doing an educational class for brand new scan and cut users, which really takes you from, you know, the out-of-the-box experience right from the beginning. So if you are still in the market for a machine with this caliber of really sort of, technical invention, this really it's going to take you on such an amazing journey. We know it is. But of course, if you want to do that, and of course you're interested, now's your time to get it, of course, and join in for that video as well that Mel will be doing on the 3rd of Feb at 3 o'clock.
Which is lovely. And we are all about the education here. It's not a case that we want you to have these things. We want to actually have them and use them, which is the big thing, isn't it? Because we're all guilty of doing that. So it stopped cutting. It said finish cutting. Okay. Right. And I can now unload my mat. Close my little front door. Ooh. You do get a stylus and everything with yours. Okay. I'm only using my pen because mine's missing.
Well, if you did join us at the start of the week, we had some spare styluses on the show, so maybe you'll have got yours on the way.
Now I can then peel this off, and I know for definite this has worked brilliantly. Okay, I have no worries at all. Okay, nothing, no worries at all. I know that is cut out perfectly. I've got a little hanger on.
Look at that. That's amazing. Look at the size you've made it.
I know. Isn't that fabulous? Absolutely love this. Love this scan and cut. Now, can I just show you what's left on the mat? This is what then is really, really clever, because you've seen on here already, I've done one that is black and white. Okay, so this is now a stencil. I'm going to use it as a stencil with the Mylar.
Yeah.
However, I did a card. Did it just as a card top, right? These pieces now, I can, let me get this. If I was to cut this out of card, if this is a piece of card, I could now recut this in red and green.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm paper piecing back in. But then if you want to mask elements and you only want to do your green piece, you put these back in so you don't have to then tape it off. You've already got your masks ready for you to use, which again is, and look, that is not, it's not like a mask where you've got an edge that it's going to bleed through. You've got security knowing that you can actually mask all of this off as well. So what's left on your mat, I would put into a little bag, keep it with your stencil so you've actually got masks, or they are your paper pieces. Imagine doing this, black and white like I have done, cut it again and just put those poppy heads back in red. And it's just that splash of colour that you've put back in there. The stencils are just beautiful. Okay, so I've got my stencil, my favourite thing in the world. Okay, but I am going to, I need the bin, David. Can you bring me the bin from over near the door?
Let me go and get it.
Because I'm going to use our stencil spray for this, because this is like, and I know you've lots and lots and lots of you already have this.
There's your bin.
A few sprays of my stencil spray, and I'm going to do Mr. Waits. What do we do, David?
We give it a little waft. A little waft.
So we do, yeah, you waft, because you're the expert wafter.
So you'll find the Cadence Stencil Spray on the Highlight Crafts website. You can add it to your basket, of course, when you get to checkout. We give it a little waft just after we've sprayed it, because it does need to go ever so slightly tacky. When it's instantly dispersed and diffused from the can, of course, it still is slightly damp. Then soon, of course, as it's like that, it's then perfectly sticky.
I love it.
To you, but of course, it will peel off. And my hands are still super smooth.
I love that there's no residue.
I'll pop it that way up for you.
Yes, so it doesn't stick to everything. Now, I'm using the gesso, but look how thick this gesso is, okay? That is like clotted cream.
Oh, it is.
Just like we're all hungry. Sorry, we do end up talking about food. There we go. It's just like a bit of... Don't put that on your food.
No, yeah, that would be weird. Don't do that. That's not going to be a good idea.
So now what I want to do is mix a couple of colourways, okay? So I've put some of my gesso out, and I've chosen my lovely spring colourway, okay, with this one. I'm going to mix a little bit. Take that away. Just pipe out.
So with the spring collection as well, if you're going for shop spring, already 10% of this is now in allocation. Okay. So proving really busy on your spring colours. I think everyone's getting ready for spring. But also as well, your beautiful ocean colours. If you've typed shop ocean into the comments and you're getting this bundle, 10% of this one is now in allocation as well. So the both of these are now starting to get really busy. You're seeing how this works, how they are fundamental and so useful with stenciling.
It is. Now I'm going to mix these in.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is my gesso, but I've now got...
Oh, look at that.
I love doing
It's almost like an olive green colour.
I love doing this. So that's my stems, okay? Quite happy with that at the moment. So that's my stems.
Nice.
And now I'm going to pick up the yellow. And this is now going to be my flower. And I'm not bothered that I've got a little bit of green. That's stuck on my mat. In
there
with this.
Oh no, mix it all together.
Like so. Okay.
Mixes so easily as well, doesn't it?
It does, but I'm not minding that it's not perfect.
Do you know what? I sometimes don't mix it all the way, so I get that little bit of tonal texture.
I want that tone on tone, so I don't want it perfect because remember we're working with the flower, and by not mixing it fully, it's going to give me the leaf texture.
Okay.
So I'm going to pop this on here.
Perfect size. This would be lovely in a frame for the wall.
It would. Now, just pat it down like so.
I just heard a rocket take off somewhere.
What was that?
Anyone else just hear that? Little alien in the room. There was Amber's tummy.
If you heard that, everybody, that was
like a burst pipe.
Scooter. That was the scooter driving off. Okay, so because those stencils are so popular, the scooter has gone. Right, Speedy Gonzales he was. Whoosh. So bless you, Amber.
I don't know why I was so hungry. Do you know what? This place is a time vortex and a metabolism vortex. We're always so hungry and time flies. Before we know it, it's 6 o'clock and we're like, where's the day gone?
I know, right?
Honestly,
we do it all the time.
It's crazy. We've only got 15 minutes left of today's show already.
So I'm just going to put, and I'm not being too precise, and I'm putting it on.
I like this.
Quite thick.
Do you know as well, when you've got it on like this, what's really nice to do is then you go back in with the paint neat and just brush it over. It's gorgeous. We have had a question as well from the lovely Wendy.
Hello, Wendy.
Wendy says, I bought some Star Mark paint. Question for David. If painting on glass, is it waterproof? Fabulous question, Wendy. What you want to do if you're painting onto glassware, if it's the exterior of the glass, is make sure to give it a wipe with some washing up liquid and water or with a rubbing alcohol. Make sure it's grease and dust free. But then the Star Mat isn't waterproof on glassware. It's not dishwasher safe or fully weatherproof outside unless you varnish it, okay? And you want to varnish it with either the Aquastone, which would make it glossy, or of course use your acrylic matte varnish that's on the website. That one will still give you a matte finish, so it won't detract from the wonderful finish of the paint. That is a waterproofing varnish. Still not suitable for dishwasher, but it's splash proof and you can hand wash it, of course, which is brilliant. I personally don't ever dishwasher many of my crafts. I try and just hand wash all of them because I always think it's just gentler on the surface. And as again, some dishwashers get incredibly hot. But yeah, I hope that answers that for you. Just give it a varnish, okay?
Okay, so I'm not particularly worried about any of this because I'm just going to blend that down.
Oh, wow, that's a nice. I'm glad that's good that you left a little bit on there, and then you can just tie them in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely stuff.
Fingers crossed.
I'm excited for this. I'm excited.
I'm going to get hold of the base here.
Oh,
and because
look at
I've
that.
got the thicker pieces.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Just push that on. There we go.
I'm going to take that for you.
Yes, please. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll pop it in this water down here.
So can you see now on some of my elements it's quite thick? I want to leave it like that. I want that texture that is on there. I want to leave that alone.
Oh, it's lifted it, hasn't it? And you're taking it away. That's wonderful.
I love this. So that is my gesso, super, super thick. And then I've added in. Now, when this is dry, I can then go back in with my green and add highlights with my brush.
Yes.
But to do that, I would clean my stencil and lay my stencil back over the top.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, of course, with the gesso and the Star Mat on your stencils, as we've just done, soak it in some water, leave it in the water, allow it to stay soft, and then, of course, you can wipe it and dry it free.
Now, earlier on, I was doing this one, and I cut this frame. I'm going to pop this on here. Now, some of you do bookbinding and things like that, and there's many different ways of using this. So first of all, if you just fold it over like this, okay. I've not brought my blending brush in with me, David.
Your blending brush. Would you like a stencil brush?
Yes,
Is that what you're after? Shall I go and grab you one?
Yes, please.
I've got one.
Oh no, I've got one here.
Oh, you've got one. Is that all right for you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks good enough for me.
So I'm going to pop that on here. Okay. I did fill a water butt with some water.
Okay.
Is it done? Have I left it on the tap?
I'll go grab your butt.
Oh, thanks. So now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of water to what is left on here. Don't need to decant any more out. And then I'm just going to use this and brush it through. So your paints can be used in so many different ways. And because it is a water-based paint, you can actually do that, which is just phenomenal. Love working with the Cadence stuff. So remember, I've worked with the Spring my Style Matte collection, $12.99 for this one. Again, beautiful colourways, and remember I mixed it with the gesso. Now when you buy the gesso, it is a dual pack. You are getting both black and white, okay, with your gesso, which is a phenomenal price. But look how much texture is on there. Oh,
I'd bring you back just in case you wanted it. It's my special stencil brush.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Just in case you fancy it.
Thank you. I will then, because you brought it.
Yeah, okay, I've got to wash that now.
So I'm going to pick up some of the colour that is already on here.
Oh, okay.
By adding my water, okay?
Look at that.
Because I can.
It is wonderful.
I'm going to line that up on the edge.
Oh, Carol says, hello, highlighters. Been watching while doing things. Oh, let us know what things you're doing, Carol.
So you might have inks and things like that, but if you've got paint already left out, please don't not use it.
No, definitely. I love that you've reactivated the surface as well. Really nice to see it.
And I'm doing the same thing as I would with my inks.
Oh, like a ghost image.
So I've got a lovely, so because it's watered down and it isn't paint, I can now use that as a journal page.
Yes.
So I can now put all my tapes, all my images on there. I can then do my journaling, and I've got space to actually write on, which is brilliant. But then you can do exactly the same thing.
Okay.
If you're working with black cardstock.
Okay, I'll pop this just here to dry.
Like so.
There we are. So again, if you've not yet gone for it, today we've got the brand new selection of SVG files for you. It's Shop Bundle. It is £30 to get hold of yours today. Of course, that there is going to give you 10 brand new SVG files. You're going to get your motorcycle in here with your fabulous delivery driver on there, and you're also going to get the dog as well. And not to mention all of these beautiful designed florals. You've got in there your mandalas, you've got your decorative elements, your embellishments, your fairy, your folk arts, and your borders, roses, the lot. It is a wonderful selection of SVG files, new to your stash that you don't already have. Brand new release here from Highlight Crafts. It is wonderful, and of course for that it is Shop Bundle for just £30. Remember as well, you're going to get your 10% off being a Highlight Crafts Club member, taking it down to £27, which is brilliant, okay?
This blue, I love this blue.
Oh, me too, it is fabulous.
Love, love, love this blue.
So of course you'll find this that sits within your Ocean Bundle, which is Shop Ocean for £12.99. You're going to get all of those, and it's the only one that features the black and the white, so it's a must-have.
It is, absolutely. So now I'm going to pick up just the paint.
Oh, okay.
On its own, because this is one of the reasons I love the Style Matte,
Yeah.
is because it goes onto paint, onto card, just like it has here, as just a straight, it looks like it's printed. It, you know, it looks like one of those surfaces. Oops. So hold that still. And it doesn't have to be perfect either. I've got extra colour on there, it doesn't really matter.
I like the yellow that's actually blended in with that, you know, it looks lovely.
And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, because this is you creating backgrounds with your stencils, as well as them being images. I haven't used my stencil spray on this.
Ooh, look at that.
But isn't that beautiful?
That's nice. So again, you've used a palette knife with the paint there to spread it through.
Absolutely. Now, when that dries, it's going to dry a really nice matte colour. So that is then the frame of a card. I can then do the same on this side. So your stencils are then just your card fronts as well. So I've created that frame. I've created this stencil. This can then be for actual decoration in the home. But then you can also then use it with your cardstock as well. So maybe I'm going to do it again on this side just here. Put an extra panel piece of colourway on. Doesn't have to be, you know, just a colour, you know, if I want this blue or maybe the cream, pick out that lovely peach colour, pop that on there with a piece of ribbon and a sentiment, and it's done.
That would be wonderful. Of course, you can use all of these stencils from that bundle, that main bundle. Just going to share with you as well a couple of the items that we have mentioned on today's show. Of course, Amanda was using that Mylar as well, which has been very popular. It's $12.99 shop Mylar for you to actually cut and create your stencils, which is fabulous. Of course, in there, these are your 12 by 12 sheets. 10% of this is already in allocation, so proving popular, of course, on your Mylar as well. You definitely, and if you've already got some, great opportunity to stock up on it for just £12.99. I've been out there and I've bought a 12 by 12 stencil for £12.99 before. You're getting 10 sheets of it, honestly.
A really simple one, I bet.
Definitely. So there you go. Incredible prices against that. The mediums that we've got across today's show as well have been proving very popular. A little look as well at our gesso that Amanda was just using there. This is your duo pack and it's just $11.99 shop gesso. You're going to get the black and of course you're also going to get the white. Very thick, heavy body medium.
Stunning.
And it really worked beautifully alongside these matte paints, didn't it?
Look how much, and that is gesso. That's not a heavy body medium or anything like that. That is what would generally be an undercoat, a primer. But look how incredible it is. And again, the price that you're getting to get both of these is just amazing. So I know I've done this onto the black. Imagine doing it onto white. So you've got the opposite tone as well. So you've got the negative. Love, love, love it. And then just added a little bit of water onto there. But look how flat that dries. When we say it's matte, it really is matte. That could be a printed piece of cardstock and you wouldn't know.
Absolutely.
I just adore this style matte.
It is amazing stuff. Now, of course, that there is your 2 pots of gesso for just $11.99. We've also got the restructure paste. Fabulous medium here. This is much more of a heavy-bodied, thick medium for you to use. It's got an ever so slight flex in it as well. It can be tinted as well with, of course, your star mattes and acrylics. You can even mix metallics into there as well if you wanted to. It dries, of course, with that very low sheen satin, almost matte finish. It is brilliant. This one here for you is £10.99 for the tub. So you can see the difference in the mediums. You've got 2 here for $11.99. This one here is $10.99 because it is a different medium altogether. The weight on this is incredible.
It is really heavy, but look, I mean, that is, you can tell that that is like super thick.
Yes, definitely. It retains its shape very easily. You can, of course, pipe with it as well. Even with your shaped piping tools at the end, it looks fabulous.
In our new silicone moulds.
Yes, you can use it in silicone moulds as well.
It really is. These mediums, while we've still got them at the prices that we've got, really do. You know, I'd be putting them in my basket for definite because they are all work beautifully together across the board with everything, especially when you mix them with your paints. You're creating coloured mediums. So Cadence didn't need to bring us 12 different colours of that.
No, they brought you the paints to mix with it.
So they gave you the paints to actually do that yourselves at home. And then obviously you've got all the other mixtures of colours. So blending all of these together, mix them all together and make your own colours to then make your own different pastes to go through your stencils. Same with the gesso. You know, they could have brought us all these in lots of different colours, but they didn't need to.
No,
because
absolutely.
they've given the additions to be able to do that.
And also as well for you, we do have your crystal relief paste. Again, this here is a transparent medium. Unfortunately, we won't get time to show you this one during the show in demonstration, but you can see it here as well.
6 o'clock, we'll do it.
Okay, so with your, this one, oh, that's your glitter paste, that one, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that one's glitter, that one. But with your crystal paste, this one here has very fine spherical granules inside it, packed into a clear medium. Of course, it's going to give you almost a grit-like texture. It is fabulous. This one here for you is shop crystal. It's just £8.99. We do also have what is the remaining stock now of our glitter paste. This is the silver. You've got an example there of the phosphorescence. And this one here for you has that wonderful iridescent glitter in, but this here that you're getting is your silver. It dries clear but leaves all of the glitter behind.
I love these.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Absolutely love these. So
Perfect.
I wanted to bring you a little bit of bling for everybody because we are, I think us crafters can be generalised as little magpies, can't we?
I think so. We love anything shiny, don't we?
Yes, so these on some of your mediums, especially the ones that are clear, will actually then go back on top and be
Oh,
clear.
yeah, absolutely. So you could go in with a paintbrush and paint your glitter paste over the top of your stencil design. Even if you were to use some of that cut and use sponge and burnish it on as well.
Which is
It'll
fabulous.
foil it and it looks wonderful. This is a brilliant medium. Unfortunately, we've not had enough time to share with you all because there's just so much to do in these hours. You've also got Shop Ocean here for $12.99, and then also Shop Spring, also $12.99. And both of these now over 10% is in allocation, so proving really popular on those. We then do also have this wonderful bundle here, which is Shop Foam. And Amanda, this is really important, isn't it?
It is.
It's your foam and your stencil glue there together. And of course, that's going to allow you to retack your mat, add paint, of course, to different application surfaces, but also as well going to take you right through your scan and cut, mixed media, papercraft and blending journey. Shop Foam, $10.99.
Yeah, even if it's this is really for retacking, but like you said at the beginning, they are separate mediums totally, and we use them both in very different ways throughout our creative department, don't we? So to get both of them for $10.99 is brilliant.
It is. Now, of course, thank you so much for joining us for today's show. Don't go anywhere though, grab a cup of tea because in just 5 minutes time, the lovely Mel will be through that wall just there with some incredible deals of 2 Red Robins. It's going to be a cracking show. I can't wait. In fact, I'm going to nip through and quickly see it, but it's a goodbye from us.
Bye.
See you later.